Hello, it's me again. I'm back on the York Army. So thank you to the one person who reminded me. You know who you are because I've forgotten. So today I'm finishing the bases for my army. And there's lots of videos about how to do cool kind of thematic, natural looking bases on YouTube. And I haven't watched any of those. So I'll probably watch them when it doesn't work. So anyway, let's get on with it. All right, so I have got all my bases, which I've now magnetized them all. You can see I've got magnets on them all, which is fun. And then I have got I've got my bark. So here's my bits of bark that I cut to fit my bases. Unfortunately, I put them all back in the bag, and now I don't know which pieces of bark are going to fit which bases, but I'll work it out. And then I've got my foam, and I've got a sharp knife, which I'm probably going to cut myself with, and I've got a glue gun. So let's get cracking. All right, we are done. That was way more fun than I thought it would be. Glue gunning things, I discovered that glue gun, when applied to foam, melts it in a quite pleasing way. Also releasing kind of loads of toxic fumes, so I had to have the door open. But so these are now all done. There's my dragon base, various different sizes, different styles. But I'll give them a try. So some of them join together. So these guys, you see here is a horde, which is nice. There's another horde somewhere. There's another horde of axe. See, like that. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to mix together some of this, which is just some ready-use filler spackle, you'd call it in the US. A bit of fine sand that I've got in here, with some PVA and some paint, some dark brown paint, just a little bit. And the reason I put a bit of paint in there is because when it inevitably chips, which it does, I don't want it to be glaring white. If it was just a kind of shade of brown, that would be good. So I'm going to smear all these bases with that mixture, make quite a viscous mixture. Wow, that's easy for you to say. And hopefully cover up all the kind of crappy errors that I've made and make it look kind of a bit nice. Right then, I'm going to get cracking with that now. I don't know what a mix looks like. It kind of looks like this in the end, so it's kind of still quite lumpy, which is good. I call it rocks. Now let's get spackling. I'm getting turned on to the American term now. I'm going to spackle the smeg out of you. You wonder what this is, but this is a tongue depressor that I was being thrown away when I used to work in a hospital from a speech and language therapy department. I don't know why I've thrown them away, but they were. And they're brilliant. They're also good as floorboards, if you ever have the occasion to make floorboards, which I don't. Right, there we go. Smeared everywhere, including like my trousers and the floor. So, as usual, it looks kind of garbage at the minute. But trust me, it's going to look fine. He says it's going to look acceptable. I mean, maybe. Okay, so I've already started painting. Then I remember I didn't tell you that I started painting, because apparently I now need to commentate on everything that's happening in my life. So I have finished off the bases. The one thing I didn't show you was when I have applied a layer of sand with some PVA and then some watered down PVA on top to kind of keep it down on the tops. And now I'm beginning to paint, so I'm just using these kind of Wilco tester pots a la Terrain Tutor. Just do a dark brown base, you can see here on the earth, and a black base on the rock, and then I'll just highlight up from there and see how we go. I'm going to add some green to the earth as I highlight up, just dry brush, I mean, to see how that looks, because, well, why the hell not? Okay. All right, so we're done. And I think this is moving in the light. I think they look all right. I mean, I think they look okay. I think this one doesn't look very good, but that's because I put this weird ridge of rocks. And I may have over-tufted a little bit. It's fair to say. It's quite hard to resist, isn't it? When you've got tufts, because they're quite fun. I have this like massive variety pack of tufts, but your two hordes over here, you see, and you've got various little dragon on that. I think, you know, when I've got a bunch of orcs across everything, I think it'll look fine. But I've tried to kind of cram the tufts into the rocks as if they were growing out of the rocks. The green, I think, worked really well. I didn't actually end up putting any static grass on anything because I think it would have not looked as nice. But I think it just looks really good like that. So I'm pretty happy with them. Yeah, that was nice. We done okay. I'm quite happy with them, to be honest. I think they'll look all right. Now I need to actually paint some models, which is the hard bit. Let's face it. If I could just do scenery all day with giant brushes, everything would be good. But I will see you next time. Feel free to remind me to get on with my orcs in the comments of every single video, if you like or not. I mean, do we like?